An investigation by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists has blown the lid on secret accounts held by current and former world leaders, politicians and billionaires. The report, Pandora Papers, exposed many names, including President Uhuru Kenyatta's family, where 6 members have been linked to 13 offshore accounts. Kenya's investigative journalist John Allen Namu revealed secret companies linked to the Kenyattas. As Ngina Kirori reports, President Kenyatta has responded to the expose, saying he will give a comprehensive response when he jets back to the country.
Scouring through close to 12 million documents, the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists reveals how the world's rich and powerful have hidden wealth, avoided paying tax, and in some cases, committed money laundering. 35 current and former leaders are featured, some of whom are facing allegations ranging from corruption to money laundering and global tax evasion. In the expose Pandora Papers, John Allen Namu details that the Kenyatta name was first mentioned in the Panama Papers in 1999 through an incorporated company with 3 registered shareholders, including Christina Kenyatta, Anna Kenyatta, and their mother, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, holding 98% of the company. The offshore investments were discovered from the archives of 14 law firms and service providers in Panama, the British Virgin Islands, and other tax havens. The report also names President Uhuru Kenyatta and his brother, Uhuru Kenyatta. It reveals that the Kenyatta family ventured into the world of offshore secrecy when Kenya was going through an accelerated fight against corruption. In 2003, an entity called Varis Foundation was set up with Mama Ngina as the first benefactor and her son, President Uhuru Kenyatta, the second benefactor. It also details how the nation's first president, Jomo Kenyatta, concentrated his wealth on his associates and family during the country's infant stages of independence. And in 1965, Kenya's treasury was investigated by the World Bank over misappropriation of funds worth millions of dollars meant to help settle Kenya's displaced families. However, the Pandora Papers show no evidence that the Kenyatta family stole or hid state assets in their offshore companies. It is not unlawful to use offshore entities. In response to the report, President Uhuru Kenyatta says, and I quote, "My attention has been drawn to comments surrounding the Pandora Papers. Whilst I will respond comprehensively on my return from my state visit to the Americas, let me say this. These reports will go a long way in enhancing the financial transparency and openness that we require in Kenya and around the globe. The movement of illicit funds, proceeds of crime and corruption thrive in an environment of secrecy and darkness. The Pandora Papers and subsequent follow-up audits will lift that veil of secrecy and darkness for those who cannot explain their assets or wealth." There are still more names in the report with critical evidence on the dealings of the influential in society, both locally and internationally, which will be revealed in the next 2 weeks. Ngina Kirori, NTV.